What impacts does a typical building have on the environment? Buildings can contribute to several environmental impacts. For example, emission of carbon dioxide from energy use in buildings and manufacture of the materials that go into the building contribute to climate change. Similarly, use and treatment of wastewater can lead to discharges that can eutrofy waterways and lead to eutrophication. The materials that our buildings are made of can contribute to a larger or lesser extent to resource depletion, whether this be minerals or fossil fuels. If we look at the life cycle of a building, we can map out the individual processes within the various stages from products to construction to use and end of life. For each of those processes, we look at the materials that the processes use, we look at the energy that it uses, we look at the emissions to atmosphere, to water, to soil, and we look at the waste it generates. Once we've done that, we can evaluate and calculate the environmental impacts associated with the materials used, the energy used, the emissions and the waste. This builds up a picture where we can see the parts of the life cycle that contribute the most to environmental impacts. If we do this early in design, we can design out or reduce those impacts significantly. To assist in designing office buildings with lower environmental impacts, reference buildings can provide the initial information about potential impacts. BRANZ has developed 10 reference office buildings with a range of materials, sizes, energy use and locations within New Zealand. This application, which is in development, provides quick smartphone access to the reference building impacts. For example, this is an office building with an 848 metre squared net lettable area with a rigid frame construction. Here you can select from a menu of environmental impacts, which then show the environmental impact of the building for each stage in the building life cycle. From product manufacture in yellow, to construction in orange, maintenance, energy and water consumption in shades of blue, end of life in grey and beyond end of life in green. Changing the construction and the building size on the app will show how the impacts vary for each stage of the life cycle. Using this can help the designer understand where significant environmental impacts occur and use this as a basis for considering alternatives at this preliminary design stage. More information can be found on www.branz.co.nz.